All right, well, welcome everyone. My name is Adam Meir. I'm here with three of my Resideo colleagues. We have Dee, Adam, another Adam, and Alex. I'll be doing the presentation today. The other three will be watching the chat as we go along. Please enter anything that comes to mind in the chat, and we will take time at the end to address that. So once again, thank you for joining, especially on a day where we've got a major storm rolling across much of the country. We appreciate your time, and we'll hopefully use it wisely. All right, so I will just run through the agenda of what we're going to cover today. First of all, Pro-IQ Essentials, what it is and how it fits your business. The bulk of today's webinar is going to be focused on the how-to. Since this is a brand new service launched by Resideo, we want to make sure that you're aware and comfortable with the different steps to enroll. We'll cover that for a couple different roles within your company. So one being the company admin, so usually one per branch on how to enroll. The company technicians, the people out boots on the ground on the claiming process for homes. The homeowners, there's some responsibilities or some actions needed by the homeowner, but we'll walk you through that so you know exactly what the homeowners will see for the people that you serve. And then finally, the company admins. There's a few other actions within the portal what we want you to be aware of. Just one other note is we will share some information on how to access some self-paced learning modules in the Resideo Academy. So don't be worried if you get lost a little bit as we run through this. All of that will be available in the Resideo Academy, and we'll show you how to access that. Furthermore, we do have a Pro-IQ support team. It's actually a customer success in onboarding, ramping the service up and making sure that you're getting the most out of it. As I mentioned before, questions, please put those in the meeting chat. We are going to collect those as we go along, and we will answer those at the end. All right, so let's get rolling. All right, so Pro-IQ Services, that is our the name of our services that we've launched within the last month or so. Today we are going to be focusing on Pro-IQ Essentials, and that is the branding that goes in the Resideo app and gives you, or gives the homeowner a place to contact you as the pro. All right, let's start with the one of the problems that we see in the marketplace. We know that it can take several years before a customer actually needs a replacement system, or it might even be several years between repair visits. We don't want you guys to lose out on the customers that you have visited in the past. These should look familiar. I think they're pretty ubiquitous, where there are lots of different stickers on the appliances, lots of business cards handed out, flyers that end up in your mailbox. You're looking at a lot of the traditional marketing methods used in the HVAC space. Nothing wrong with any of these. However, it usually takes the homeowner a little bit of time to locate or find it. A lot of times they'll go for a neighbor referral or something like that. What we're trying to establish here is a more direct link between the homeowner and you. So that is part of the service. We want them to call you when it matters. Like I said, your calling card might be stuck in the back of a drawer. The sticker might be plastered over by a competitor. You might have a maintenance agreement with a homeowner, but they may have forgotten it if they declined it the last couple times. And last but not least, the flyers that are in the emails or in the mailbox. They're great marketing tools, usually effective when there's a point of need, the spring and fall for tune-ups, or when a homeowner has an issue. But we want to be even more present and more reachable with the service. So we want to move that into a digital marketing piece. Here's a quick view of what Pro-IQ Essentials looks like in the Resideo homeowner-facing app. You get to have your logo prominently displayed both on the main dashboard, which is on the left here, and any of the individual device cards of devices that are claimed. By clicking that logo, that brings up the ability to contact you by email. You'll know that that's a lead coming into you from the Resideo Pro-IQ service. direct them to your website where you can usually flash up different specials or services that you do offer. And then probably most importantly, just a simple phone call. You can set that up with a tracking number for knowing where that lead is coming from, but it'll be coming directly to you from the homeowner when they have an issue that they need resolved. So we do feel that this can fit your business, making it the 24/7 smart calling card for your business. We do know that with the Resideo app users, they use that several times per week. Seeing your brand several times per week is going to be much more consistent and more impressions for your brand than a lot of other traditional methods we just talked about. And we do know that there's one thing that's certain with HVAC equipment. It's not if, but when there is an issue. Even with proper maintenance, that there can be hiccups, and we want to provide homeowners with an easy access to You, the Pro, through our app. So be there when it matters most at the tap of the button. All right. So next section here, we're going to cover how it works. The main sections here are for the Pro company admin. Like I said, that's usually one per branch, doing some of the upfront enrollment process here. The Pro company technician, the person that's out there in the home, doing a service visit, a full system replacement, you name it, but they're the ones that can collect the information from the thermostat and claim that. What the homeowner sees, we'll cover that one more time. And then last but not least, the Pro company admin, seeing the tools that you'll have at your disposal to understand how this service, Pro-IQ Essentials, is being used. All right, so we're going to go. It'll be just a click by click here in terms of what needs to be done for setting up an account. Some of this might not be needed, especially for companies out there that already have a relationship with Resideo through the Perks program. That will be the same login, but here are the steps if you're starting from scratch. So first of all, navigating to resideo.com/pro. In there, you'll find a link to the Pro portal. If you are a brand new customer, click that link and you'll fill out a quick form in terms of first name, last name, email, and setting up a password. As I mentioned before, do not create a new account if you already have one. You can reach out to our customer success team and they can look that up there for you. If someone else in your company or someone that has left your company has already set something up, we can work through that with you. All right, the get started, this is the form that I was just mentioning, the first name, last name, and your email. You'll set that password that'll send off the confirmation to your email. From there, simple review of the terms and conditions, and then you'll accept that and have another link in your email to verify it. Once you've done that, you will sign into the account one more time just to verify the account. If it's a brand new account itself, you will fill out the company information form. This is just a simple intake form that gets reviewed by our team, primarily to make sure that we don't have duplicates and keeping everything clean in terms of having one account per branch. If you are a company that operates several different branches in different geographic areas, we do encourage you to set up one company per branch that'll allow you to have specific information for that branch, and we'll cover that in just a few steps here. Okay, so once that company access request is submitted, we will take up to 1 to 2 days, usually within the same day, of reviewing that application, making sure that you're a valid company, that you've got that you're already in our system, or like I said, removing duplicates. Once that's approved, you will get a notification that that is done and you can access the portal. All right, from there, as a new company, you can come in now and look at services and subscriptions. That's available in 2 different locations in the portal itself, up on top under service and subscriptions, or down below in a tile. So for the service here that we're talking about today, Pro-IQ Essentials, you can click that and look at the view plans. Here is how you add that to your cart and do the checkout process. All right. When you add that Pro-IQ Essentials to your cart, you will see a $0 there. That's important. Perhaps it's a little bit confusing, but I'll add a little color commentary to that. You're not charged at anything at the time of checkout. This is a one subscription for multiple different homes that you serve. So at time of checkout, your invoice will be $0. It gets billed monthly, and we'll walk through that at a little bit later time. Okay, billing here is via credit card. So you enter your credit card details. There are terms and conditions there for auto renewal. You'll have to check for the next step here. And there you'll complete the process, and you'll be directed to complete service setup. And we will advance to the service setup, and that is where we enter our branding information. Okay, within this page, you can drag and drop. You can load a file of your logo itself. We do have recommendations on the pixel size and the aspect ratio. I think it's 300 by 80, and making sure that it's a high resolution image so that it shows up nice in the bottom of the Resideo app. We ask that you enter your customer service info in how you want to be contacted. So this is the phone, your email, and the website that you'd like to direct your homeowners to. As I mentioned before, it's a great idea to set up a specific phone number where these leads will come in. So it'll help you validate where and how many leads you're getting as part of this service. Same thing for email. If you do want to set up something where you've got something specific, an inbox coming from the service, that's a good place to do it. Another note here is that these items, the logo and contact information, can be updated at any time. And in the future, if you do have a change, that's an easy request to be submitted. Okay, so once you have submitted this for approval, like I said, we will have another review of that. We do want to make sure that the logo is loading properly, that it's going to look good in the right aspect ratio, and that all of the contact information is valid. You will be notified after that request is granted, and you can then log back in, and you'll see that your request was approved. All right. Last action for a company admin before we move on to the technician is inviting different team members. So you can invite one or all of your technicians for the service, and they'll have their own login credentials for the Resideo Pro App that we'll cover in just a little bit here. But this is a pretty simple invite process here. It's putting in their email address. They will fill out the details as they after they get the invite. So there are two different roles that you can choose there, both the admin and the technician. You can have more than one admin on the account, but for the most part, you will be inviting technicians on your team. All right. Moving on here. So for the technician to accept that invite, it's very similar to the first steps as we covered as a company admin. You get an email and says you've been invited to your branch or to your company, and to direct you to create an account. Once you've entered that information, click next there. Once again, review that terms and conditions, and then sign in to validate your account. That's an important step here. Okay, for a technician that is going to be out there in homes and installing equipment, T6, T10 thermostats, you'll need to download the Resideo Pro App. There are deep links once you've done that last login. Otherwise, go into the Google Play Store or Apple App Store and look for Resideo Pro. Download that. The credentials that you just created for your Pro Portal access are the same ones for that for the app. So you'll log into the account from there. All right. Next, we're going to cover how to claim a home. And when I say a home, it'll be any of the devices in that home. So we'll cover both a T10, T10 Plus. You can also claim a T9. I'll speak to that in just a second, as well as a T5, T6. All right. So the first screen that you'll see when you log into the Resideo Pro app, you'll see the setup product. From there, for this T10 example, select that third option. We do know that occasionally you may grab a T9 at a big box store and install it, or a homeowner has bought it and said, hey, can you install this for me? We do have the ability to also claim those devices as well. So selecting that option is the same for all three, T9, T10, and our soon to be launched T10 Plus. Okay, you will configure the thermostat on the device screen for a T10 just as you would normally do. And then you will look for the QR code in the thermostat menu. So on the bottom of the screen, you will grab that, look for the thermostat information and scroll down. Oh, here we go. So on the bottom of the menu here, selecting that thermostat information, and at the bottom of that is a QR code. That's the QR code that you are looking for to scan. Just place your camera over that QR code and it'll grab the MAC ID information. If the QR code scan fails or you can't find the QR code, you may enter the MAC ID manually. We do know right now that there are some devices out in the field that do not have the QR code loaded to them. That will be coming as part of a over-the-air update. And there are some in the supply chain that don't have that, but you will still be able to enter that MAC ID manually. That can be found in two different locations, one on the back of the device itself or within this thermostat menu up at the top, the MAC ID information will be there. Okay. All right, so the next step, you'll automatically progress to selecting a customer. You can enter a new customer on the fly as a technician, or you can add that customer as an admin. If you have a dispatcher that has access to the portal, they can add customers there and it'll automatically sync to the Pro app. I'll cover that in the last admin actions. All right, so in this case, if you're entering a new customer's information, you need their email. So ask what their preference is. First name, last name, phone is optional there. If a homeowner already has a Honeywell Home or Resideo app account, which are the same, send the invite to that email. They may have already added devices to a Resideo app account. Adding a new thermostat to that is definitely possible, and suggested that that's where you send that to. If they're brand new to it, just use their preferred email. They will get an invite, which we'll cover in a little bit here. Okay, adding a location name, this can be generic. This trips some people up. Just make it a generic name. If it's a home, if it's their second property, if it's a cabin, you can describe it there. This is how you as a HVAC company or pro describe that homeowner. It does not name the location for them. The homeowner still has that option when they are logging in. All right, last step here, just confirm that you're going to be sending it to individual user here and hit next, and you'll be done with this step of the process. This is the process that is followed for a T10, and now we will cover how to claim it for a T5, T6 device. It's a little bit different. Instead of a QR code with the a little bit more standard fixed segment display, we're using a Bluetooth connection to the device, so we'll walk through that here. Similar to before, clicking that setup product, you'll be directed to find which type of device you're going to be installing. So in this case, select the T5, T6. On the device itself, you'll hit the screen and press and hold to start the setup. You're going to say use app, and you should see a network name on there. Next up, you'll do the long press to activate the Bluetooth radio on the device, and at which point the app will be looking for the device. You'll see the discovered devices, the MAC ID will be listed underneath it. To make sure that that is indeed the right one, there is going to be a 4-digit code on the screen of the thermostat. You'll enter that into the Pro app, hit OK, and now you're actually connected to the device via Bluetooth. The nice thing with the Resideo Pro app and being connected via Bluetooth is that you can do all of the ISU configuration on your phone as opposed to doing that all on the device screen itself. So you'll be able to walk through and page back and forth for all the different ISU settings. Of course, that varies for the different types of setups you're doing, and you'll have a chance to review or move to previous ones. But after that, you'll click Finish and Update. I'm not covering the additional advanced settings in there. Those are the ones that are usually, some unique edge cases. Those are also accessible to set via the Pro app, but I will not cover that today. As well as the diagnostics. Within the Resideo Pro app, you can run the equipment from your phone, so you don't have to be up in front of the thermostat itself to make a call for heat or call for cool. You can do that right in the app itself. What I will cover, and it's very the exact same as the T10 example, entering the customer information. So once again, you're going to select that user either for something or for a user that's already pre-populated, or you can do that on the fly and enter those details here. Once again, enter the location name, verify the email that you're going to send it to, and send it off and get that success message. Okay, so next up is what the homeowner actually sees. We want you as a pro to know exactly what the homeowner needs to do and see. We're going to run through this as an example for a T10 installation. All right, so immediately after you just sent that invite, the homeowner is going to get the email and say that your pro installed the thermostat for you. The next thing you need to do is get your device on your Wi-Fi network and download the Resideo app. We have deep links to both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store to do that. Follow that and download the app on the homeowner's device. From there, like I said, for an example on a T10 device, make sure that it is connected to Wi-Fi. Immediately when after the homeowner creates their account, they'll get the notification that their pro has indeed installed their device. They'll have the option to dismiss or connect that device. If they hit connect, they'll be able to choose that location. This location is not it doesn't need to be the same as how you entered it. This is the homeowner's account, so they can name it however they would like. Once again, yeah, this is all within their control. They enter the zip code that is used for the weather information. After that, the app will be looking for the device on the same Wi-Fi network. All right, once that device is found between the app and being on the Wi-Fi network, you'll be found there. And then the last step is that the homeowner will see a notification that a pro has installed their device and that their logo is going to appear. It's a simple OK here, and we'll run through what they can see going forward. All right, I covered this at the beginning, but I'll cover it one more time in terms of what the homeowner will see. They will see your logo at the bottom of the main dashboard. So every time they log in, your logo will be there and visible. For any individual devices that you have claimed, once they open up that device card, if they're looking at the different settings, your information is there. Once again, email, website, and phone are 3 ways they can contact you. Another option and thing that they'll be able to view is your information deeper in the menu. Some questions on, will the homeowner be able to turn it on or off? I'll cover that in just a second. But in the top left of the menu, you can go down to My Pros. You'll see the different devices that pro has or that the homeowner has. And if they have a pro associated with them, clicking into that, you'll see an option or see the information that the pro has already loaded. And the sub-branding button here can be toggled on and off. But if they do turn it off, your information will still be on this card. That we feel it's important that the homeowner still has that option, but this one is back in that menu. So you can either direct them to that, but we'd obviously, it's defaulted to being on. Okay, so that's the last of the actions from a homeowner perspective. I will cover just a few more things that the company Pro admin can do within the Resideo portal itself. You as an admin, you can log in and view a dashboard and see how many different locations have been claimed over the last 7 or 30 days. So that that dashboard will populate with, and you'll see the traction of your team in the field and how many devices have been claimed. I mentioned this before, but going into logo and service info, you can look at the information that you already have loaded, confirm that that's what you want. If you want to request a change, you can do so here. That's going to kick out an email to our Pro-IQ support at resideo.com, and they will update that for you. Pretty simple process there. Other things that you can do, you'll be able to view each and every customer accounts. So there'll be a list here with their email, the location, and the devices that you have claimed thus far. Within each of those accounts, the hierarchy is you'll see a customer account, what locations they have, which devices are associated with that location, and the service that is applied here. So in this case, the homeowner app branding, which is the same as Pro-IQ Essentials. One last thing is adding the customer via the customer or the company admin. This one is important to know if you do not want your technicians in the field to be entering the information on the fly. Like I mentioned before, having a dispatcher add this information for a job that they know that they're going to install a new thermostat for, we'd suggest that you add the customer in the office and then leave the claiming process to the technician in the field. So here it's pretty simple, add that customer, the same fields that would be available in the app, but this way you can grab information straight out of your CRM and add it here. So when the technician is on site, they can search for that customer and add them without having to type that on their device. Like I said, that'll automatically sync with the technician's Resideo Pro app. So they'll see those in the customers tab, or when they're going through the claiming process and they have to select a customer, they can search for it and add it there. Okay, so I know we covered quite a bit in the last 20 or so minutes. Hopefully you follow the process and are entering questions in the chat here. But I do want to point you to the Resideo Academy. This is also recently launched. There's a ton of training material out there. For the Pro-IQ Essentials, we already have courses loaded there. I just want to point out how to access them. If you already have that Pro Portal account, and hopefully you do, because we just walked through how to get that one of those started, you'll see a register for training out of the Resideo Academy. Do not go to the Resideo Academy itself. You'll need to register for that training first. One other simple form you'll fill out, and then you'll have access to that training. Once you go to that that portal, the Resideo Academy portal, you can do it 2 different ways, through your browser, or there is a separate Resideo Academy app. You'll be able to sign in there with the same Pro Portal ID that you created through this process. All right, we have 2 different courses already loaded there. One is Pro-IQ Essentials for administrators. I think I referred to them as the Pro admins in this context. Here's the QR code, you can scan that. It'll deep link to the exact course itself, and one for the technicians. So those are gonna be a recap of the step-by-step instructions that we just went through. If there are any questions on how to access that, the Resideo Academy, there's another support email, support.academy@resideo.com. Feel free to reach out, especially if you're having issues logging in, and we want to help you get set up with that. Like I said, there's a lot of other content for other device training, so I encourage you to check that out. All right, last but not least, before we run or get into the questions, dedicated Pro-IQ customer success support. We have a direct number to our team. It's 855-539-4373, or by email proiqsupport@resideo.com. Please reach out to any of these individuals if you run into issues. If you're new to the program, these resources will be reaching out to help you with the onboarding process, make sure your logo is loaded, give some coaching, tips and tricks. They're great resources for you to contact. All right, I'm going to pause there. I'm guessing Adam, Alex, and Dee are combing through the questions, and I'm going to leave this screen up, and we'll trying to field some questions that have come in through the webinar here.
Yeah, lots of great questions. I've been answering some of them in real time as much as I can, but I think we should still go through those, Adam, because I want to just do a sanity check on some of the answers I've provided. So I'll go ahead and just start. First question is simple. Will there be a webinar on Pro-IQ Advanced, on that Pro-IQ Advanced service? And I said, yes, be on the lookout for an invite in Q2. Is there any monitoring or listening by Honeywell or Resideo at the homeowner location? I said, no, the Pro-IQ Essentials service is essentially a pass-through that offers the homeowner a digital, always available way to contact their contractor via email, phone, or website. Resideo does not monitor any outreach via the service.
That's correct.
When customers select to contact by phone, it will come from an outside number, not the customer number. And I said the call will come from the customer's number or the homeowner's number.
Yes.
Is this monthly pricing allowed to be adjusted by the company, or is the company billed directly by Honeywell? So the contractor's credit card will be charged monthly by Resideo based on the number of homes in which the service is activated. I felt like I had more in that answer, but maybe not.
Yep, on the billing itself, this is a service that we're offering to pro HVAC contractors. You can make the choice as a business owner whether you pass on any of this to the homeowners as part of any of your service agreements. You know, it can be done both ways. You can treat it as a marketing expense, being top of mind and accessible to your customers, or if you feel that there's additional value that you're providing in a service agreement, you know, there's that option as well to pass on some of that cost to the homeowners themselves.
Yes, that was. I think that part of my answer got cut off. That it's up to the
Okay.
it's up to the contractor's discretion if they want to pass through or pass on any charges to the homeowner. Okay, so what else do we have here? What happens if a customer moves? How do we know when to cancel a subscription?
So if a homeowner does move, you're likely going to be reaching out to them if they're already a service agreement customer, asking for renewal at that point in time. If you do find that that homeowner has moved, you can reach out to our team. We can update the information for that claimed home to be sent to the new homeowner. If the new homeowner does want access to the connected Resideo app itself, our tech support team does this all day, every day, of deleting a previous homeowner so that it's basically an unregistered device. The new homeowner will be able to register with the existing device that's already in the home, and we can reroute this Pro-IQ Essentials service to that new homeowner. You know, that sounds like a lot of different steps, but yes, it is doable.
Okay. When one home is claimed, can another company come in and claim the thermostat afterwards?
No. Right now, the service is set up to be first come, first serve. So you, as the person installing it, can have that first opportunity to do so.
Okay. Can the contractor send mass email to customers in a specific region?
The homeowner, or excuse me, the pro will have obviously all the different emails that they've sent the invites to. Those will be accessible in the pro portal itself. Sending an mass email directly from the Resideo Pro portal is not a feature that we have right now, but interesting point to bring up in terms of marketing to the people that you've already claimed. So noted there.
Okay. If we choose not to have the techs enter the homeowner info in the field, does the dispatcher enter their info before or after the new T-stat is installed?
Before. Yep. So this is important. I'm glad that question was asked. Yes, we do understand that there's some time savings and less error prone if the technician's not having to type in that information. Like I said, I would suggest that the dispatcher or someone sending the tech out on a new equipment install that is done before they get to the job. So then when the tech is claiming the device, they're simply assigning it to that customer instead of inputting that in the field.
Okay. What is the monthly charge for Pro-IQ?
Yep, the monthly charge for this is 99 cents per location, and that is independent of the number of devices. So easy example is if you have a zoned application and have more than one stat, claim both of those, but you'll only be charged once per location.
And just to clarify there, Adam, it's 99 cents per location per month.
Yes. Yep. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Can the contractor adjust how much the customer is charged? We've already covered that one. Yes, it's up to the discretion of the contractor if and how they pass through any charges to their homeowners. What diagnostics, if any, are sent to the contractor regarding the customer system?
Also a great question, and that is the next service that we are working on and looking to launch next. The first system, Pro-IQ Essentials, is basically generating your book of business in order to apply the alerts system or alerts service next. What's coming next on our roadmap is for all the homes that you're applying the Pro-IQ Essential service to, you will get access to the different alerts and warnings coming from the system. And that's just another step down the road of being more proactive for your customers.
Okay. What shows up when we do not subscribe if our logo is not inputted?
So you can use the Resideo Pro app and your information will be associated to that homeowner. It's only when you subscribe to the service that your logo will show up.
Okay. Can you email the recording of this webinar? Yes, we can do that. How much per home per month? We already covered that, 99 cents per location per month. What happens if the homeowner selects dismiss rather than connect when the Resideo app is first launched after the invite is sent?
Yep, so for a brand new Resideo app user, meaning they don't have any other devices, they'll, if they hit dismiss there, they just want to do it another time, they won't have access to that device online yet until they do the connect. So for them to have access and control through their app, they do need to hit that connect. The dismiss there is just if they need to do it at a different time and they just want to get look for their water leak detectors or cameras that they would already have on their account if they already had an existing one.
Okay. This service is available for the water shutoff valve as well, right?
Another great question. I'm glad they're all coming. Right now, we are supporting the T5, T6, T9, T10, and T10 Plus. Next on our roadmap, we're very close with having this ready, but the L1 and L5, the L5 is the new shutoff valve that will be part of this service upcoming, but not yet.
Okay. Let's see, another question about copy of the webinar, which we'll get out. If the homeowner gets an alert, does it prompt them to contact the contractor?
If we are working on syncing, if if there's an alert on a T10 right now, and if you're a contractor and entered your information, it'll prompt them to contact your pro. We're anticipating, or we are going to be syncing the information that is entered once in the pro portal with the information that's on the device screen itself. So the answer is yes, soon. But right now we know that if a homeowner has a problem and they associate it with their system and they're looking at their system through the app, they're going to contact you via the logo there. So we're quite certain that you're going to get that call through this service.
Can we manually or by Bluetooth upload our company logo and not do any of the subscribing? This is in lieu of our name printed on the actual thermostat.
No. So right now the service is you subscribe to it, and that's the means of getting your logo in the app.
What happens if the homeowner changes out their thermostat? Are we notified?
The homeowner changes it out. Will you be notified? Right now, there is not a mechanism that you'll be notified on that. If you do happen to notice that in your next service visit, obviously let us know and we'll remove that device from the service. In the future, we're building out some more tools that you're more aware of which ones are online, offline, but at this point, no.
Lots and lots of questions. I love the engagement. What if the pro has more than one branch or location?
Great question. If they have more than one branch or location, especially if you're using a unique logo and contact information, we suggest that you do operate them separately. You'll subscribe to the service once per location, but that gives you the ability to have that different contact information.
Will we still be able to have the logo imprinted on T6 thermostats, or is that service being removed completely?
That service is still available, the private label program, as it's called right now. But we do feel that this service is, it's more digital, it's kept up to date, and we're assessing where that program is going to be available, but it is still available as it is today.
Okay. So if a customer cancels their subscription to you and switch it to another contractor, you won't be notified.
The first contractor that has claimed that device, as I mentioned before, it's a first come, first serve. If a homeowner truly wants to break the association with a former contractor, we will definitely facilitate that, and a new contractor coming in will have the opportunity to claim that device.
Okay. So essentially I think we might have just covered this, but so essentially we are charged a monthly fee even if a customer moves, disconnects their thermostat, or replaces their thermostat. Is that accurate?
As it is right now, when you're the contractors, you'll need to request the removal, or we'll make that a self-serve. You'll be able to remove that, and then you'll no longer be charged. We don't know if a homeowner is moved a lot of times, unless the new homeowner is calling in to get access to the device.
Okay. Can contractors change their logo and contact information?
Yes. Yep. By request. It's we covered that in a few slides before, so that'll be on the recording. But yes, you can change that at any time.
Okay. Will Pro-IQ Essentials work with Total Connect Comfort?
Not yet. So the devices that we're supporting are the T-Series thermostats, T5, T6, T9, T10, and T10 Plus.
I think we've got just maybe one looking here. I think we covered that one. I think just one left. Can pros claim already registered devices on their service visits?
Glad this one came up. Right now, as we are launching the service, this is geared towards a brand new installation. So net new installs of thermostats that usually go along with a full system replacement. We will be supporting claiming devices that are already installed. But as we get out as we're launching the service right now, only net new devices. We will keep everyone informed as to when that is available. Coming soon.
Okay, that gets us there. That is all of them, which is fantastic. Those are some great questions.
Good deal. All right. So as we committed to, we will share the recording to this webinar. Hopefully we found it, or everyone found it useful and answered some of your open questions. Reach out to your territory manager if you have additional questions, as well as the customer success support that's on the screen here. Reach out, and we're excited to have you try out the service and hopefully find it useful, beneficial, and moves the needle for your business. So thank you for joining, and we'll close it here.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.